Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to another edition of Speak That Talks. My name is Tiara M. Tucker, and as usual, I'm excited to sit here and host another episode of the live, virtual, unfiltered, unscripted, and uncensored conversation. So grab your friends, grab your loved ones, invite your tribe, share this video, or host a watch party because we are about to go live for another great talk in 30 seconds. That 30 seconds always goes by fast, but hopefully that gave you enough time to get comfortable and share this and consider hosting a watch party. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Thursday, January 28th, 2021, the last Thursday of January, and we are almost done with the first month of 2021. I don't know about you all, but the month is flying by, and who would have thought we would still be living in a global pandemic? But I hope that everybody is doing well, everybody's feeling safe, and I hope that today's show will just empower you and uplift you and inspire you even more, because I'm really excited about the closeout of January today. So for those who do not know, and for those who do know, my name is Tiara M. Tucker. I'm the founder and CEO of Tiara PR Network, LLC, which is my boutique PR, communications, events, and coaching firm based in Dallas, Texas, the United States of America. And also Speak That Movement, which is my charitable 501c3 organization that is on a mission to equip and empower professional women in business along their journeys of dream and goal realization. And along the way of that journey, we will be fighting and combating mental health and social injustices along the way. So if you want to learn more about Speak That Movement, check out the website. It's a new website. I'm in love with it. It'll continue to evolve, but it is speakthatmovement.com. If you want to learn more about Tiara PR Network, just check out that website, which is tiaraprnetwork.com. So if you are watching, I would love for us all to virtually connect and socialize. So as always, nothing has changed. You can go to the Speak That Movement page on Facebook and YouTube. Again, join us on the Speak That Movement page on Facebook or YouTube. And that's where you can catch us live for today's show. You can be a part of the comments, and we can virtually pull you into today's conversation. Another reason why I'm excited about today's conversation is because this is now the 39th consecutive week of Speak That Talks. You heard me, 39 weeks. That means your girl has sat down for 39 Thursdays in a row. And I have to thank the global pandemic for that, because I don't think I'd be sent down for 30 weeks. But it's been amazing, and they have been the best 39 weeks of my life. So thank you all for tuning in every week. So I want to know who's out there. Let us know if you're out there. Hey, Karen, I see you representing Peoria, Illinois. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. And yes, 39 weeks. So thank you. I believe, Karen, you have probably listened in to over 30 of them. So I have to give you the MVP award, because you are just like top supporter. So thank you so much, girl. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome to Speak That Talks. So without further ado, I'm just going to get started because we have a special guest today. So again, joining on the conversation, share this, consider hosting a watch party. Those of you that are out there on my personal page, I see you out there. Constance, Leroy, Bridget, I see you, and other people. Come on over to the Speak That Movement page on Facebook or YouTube so that we can have a conversation together. So, without further ado, those of you who have been tuning in, you know that every week there's a special guest. There have been some times where it has not been a special guest, but that's because it was short and brief, and I just wanted to touch you all on my own. But this week, we're going to wrap up the month of January with another international guest speaker. So we started the month and the year with an international guest speaker from Zimbabwe, Africa, and she was living in the United Kingdom. So this week, we are bringing to the Speak That Talks platform another international guest speaker, Miss Dijana, who is coming to us live from Sweden, everybody. So help me give an amazing United States of America welcome to today's guest speaker, Miss Dijana.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to your people in the United States, and good morning to my people in the Europe.
Yes. So I am so just thrilled and honored to have you on because, first of all, I have never been to Sweden in my life. So I am proud to say that Speak That Talks is representing live from Sweden. Well, I'm not in Sweden, but you're in Sweden. So since we're connected, that means we're live from Sweden.
Yes, we are, baby.
Yes. So before we get into the conversation, I have to know, and this is jokingly because I already know, but I want everybody else to know, what time is it in Sweden?
Oh my God. Yeah, you know what? You know what, guys? I'm gonna give a full disclosure before you start to judge me. I know that you're good people and you don't judge, but I'm a bit crazy, and it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. Well, welcome, as Lanita says, and hello. It is 3 a.m. in Sweden. So I'm just thankful for that because you woke up I know you took a nap when we were talking earlier. You took a nap. She had to take a nap, everybody, just to prepare for today's Speak That Talks. So I hope that everybody that's listening in, that you all are full of energy and you are full of interaction so that it will be well worth it for Dijana to take a nap and be up at 3 a.m. to talk to us here in the United States of America.
So excited and so grateful.
Thank you. So Dijana, tell us a little bit more about you. So you're in Sweden, you're a speaker, you're a business coach, you are a mother, you're a friend to people. Tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay, so I am, first and foremost, I'm a mom. I'm a mom of 3 kids, and they are my blessing, my everything, and everything that I do is basically like started with them. I have 3 girls, and it's like kind of you want to be this role model, but it's also, and we had a conversation on my podcast, which probably we will talk about later on, but how much women are now stepping up and speaking, and they are getting empowered and really doing the thing and showing the world that we girls and we women, our women in the house, say hey in the chat. And I really became not just a role model for my girls, but also so they can be someone, they can, I will leave this legacy and they will be someone who will inspire and empower people. Yes, as you mentioned, I am a coach, and my mission kind of is to give people that voice, because when I was a kid, I'm an immigrant kid, and for me it was like at some point in my childhood I was bullied, and I felt always unseen and unheard, and it was always like you need to shut up, you need to be there in the corner, and all this stuff. And now I think that the biggest freedom is to actually speak and to say what you have to say, without any judgment, without people backlashing you or whatever. So I'm all about that. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. I'm just a regular girl doing extraordinary thing and making sure that world is a better place because of me.
Yes, I love that. Just a regular girl doing extraordinary things, making sure the world is a better place because of you. That's
Mhm.
powerful. That is
Yes.
powerful. I love that. And you have some folks that responded to you and they said, hey, so they are awake and we're all listening. So, again, you're live from Sweden. And I've never been to Sweden. I never even thought in a million years about going to Sweden. So, I have a question for you. You are representing Sweden. If the folks in Sweden, what, I don't know, do you have a president or you have a king? What do you have in Sweden?
We have a king, and yesterday was actually his birthday.
Happy birthday to the king of Sweden.
He is, oh goodness, now he's 75, 76, 76 probably. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I'm not originally from Sweden. I moved here 7 years ago, but yes, I love Sweden. Sweden is an amazing country, and we have a king, very nice man.
Oh, so that is so cool. So you all have a king. We have a president. We'll talk about that in a moment. But I have to ask, if the king of Sweden said, Dijana, I hear you're going to be on that Tiara M. Tucker's show, Speak That Talks. You are going to represent Sweden. What would you tell everybody listening about what makes Sweden a cool place to visit?
Oh, such a great question. I think that why I fell in love with Sweden and why I feel so good living here is freedom. Freedom to be who you are. I never felt judged for who I am, for how I look, for, not even for how I speak. And we can go into that story, how I felt when I didn't speak Swedish. But also, like, it's so much freedom, and this country is so multicultural, and I just love it. I'm the girl who speaks 7 languages. For me, like, having that broad perspective about humans, it's so important, and I think Sweden gives that. And also, we are the crazy ones. We don't have any lockdown, pandemic, like what? We live a normal life. Swedish people were probably the only people in the world that said, we're not gonna close down everything. We're just gonna live a normal life with some level of protection and awareness, of course. But Swedish people are very innovative, very scientific, and very, like, when it comes to things, they are driven based on data and based on, we're gonna innovate, we're gonna put new perspective, new fresh perspectives. And I think, yeah, it's so cool. I'm so blessed to live in this country right now because it's just, kids are free, they go to preschool. It's a different way of thinking. Yeah, so our king would say, probably we think differently, and that's our unique trait.
Yes, we think differently. Well, thank you for helping us visualize what it's like in Sweden. And I'm sure your king will be so proud of you for, for that commercial about Sweden. So let's get right into today's conversation. Again, we have some folks tuning in throughout the United States. So I'm so happy that we have folks tuning in. Again, if you're out there, let's virtually connect and socialize. Go to the Speak That Movement page on Facebook or YouTube. Share your name, share your city, share your comments. We want to hear from you. We want to talk to you. If you've never talked to anyone in Sweden, today's your lucky day. If you've never met anyone who has a king, here's your lucky day or night or morning, depending on where you are. So, speaking of, your king and things like that, I want us to talk a little bit about the United States of America. And last week, as you are aware, because you and I had a good conversation about this a few weeks ago, we celebrated our 2021 inauguration in the United States of America. So our president, Mr. Joe Biden, is now in office. He's already busy and productive. And if not equally important, we have a new vice president who looks like you and I, a VP Kamala Harris, and I'm excited about that. So what are you feeling like? How does it feel to you in another country when you think about our inauguration and our presidency?
I'm so excited about this. And you guys, I do not kid you. I have chills because it's not just a historical moment, but it's also like something that gives you that feeling of, you know what? Oh my goodness, we are actually making history in a such a profound and such an amazing way. And I know that folks here in Sweden also, I had a conversation with few people, and it's it's just a light came out of there was a dark period where we all sensed that it was pandemic and all this stuff, but then just light came. It felt like this, after having so much pain and so much trauma in 2020. She came, like she literally as a light, as a savior. Maybe we think like it's just figurative, but we believe that that's such a historical moment. We are excited because I don't know if you guys know, but Sweden was never in a war. We are probably the only country who never experienced a war. But during the Second World War, actually, a lot of people, a lot of Swedes migrated to United States, and this is such a great moment. Of just Sweden, everyone is talking about. So I'm excited about you guys, and congrats, really congrats.
Thank you. And I wanted to bring that up because it's just great confirmation that, there's things that are happening in our country and it impacts people truly all over the world. So when I had my first guest on for 2021, Deborah out of the United Kingdom, we also talked about it. And, I don't think people really pause to think about the fact that what happens in America, people are really talking about it in other parts of the world. And so even more reason why it gives us such pride to know that we have someone in office that we can be proud of, right? Not anyone that divides us or embarrasses us, but someone that we can actually say, wow, this feels pretty good,
Yeah. It really feels good. Like, I think that regardless of the fact that your former president and his wife is actually from my home country, so regardless the fact how embarrassed the history was, but I think that it gives you hope. It really gives you hope that we are going into direction where not just about the women, but also the equality, and the people will actually get their voice, and everyone will be heard and seen.
Yeah, that's right. And when we spoke, you and I, when I was a guest on your podcast, which we'll talk about in a moment, you mentioned like how your daughter felt. Tell us a little bit about what this meant to your daughter.
So, my daughter is 13 years old, and for her was like she was so anxious, like the whole week, like okay, and then when the counts, when the voices were, and she was like, and we don't watch so much TV in our house, but she was so upset, and I was like, Ella, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? And she said, I am so excited when the votes came in, and she said, it's a woman. You don't even get it, Mom. We have a woman that is representing the world. It's not just America. This is the world. We are breaking through. We are passing through the old things that women can lead. And she was so excited. I was like, 13-year-old, like where do you guys get that? And it's also because they probably got that, they talked in school about that, but also she was so excited, and her smile and her hope in her eyes gave me that, my God, we are making impact
Yeah.
on future generations, and that's what that's what matters, right?
Yeah. That's beautiful. And as Elaine just shared, it's priceless. It really, truly is, Elaine. It's priceless to know that little girls around the world, not just black girls, not just white girls, just girls around the world are just feeling like they can do anything. So, and I love
And
the
it was,
smile on your face.
and I will add that because the I have, as I mentioned, three girls, and the middle one, she's 8 years old, and when she heard like, she's a TikToker, she loves TikTok, and when she heard like, Trump will take TikTok away. And she was like, Mom. And there was like a conversation. And Ella, my older daughter, she said, no, Trump's not going to win and he's not going to take TikTok away. And when we got like the new president and the little one, she came and she said, does that mean that we're going to keep TikTok? And the old one said, not just a TikTok, we're gonna have everything, like that. Like it's so crazy just to think that, how much impact you can have with like small things. And it's just crazy. It's so crazy. So guys, congrats. I'm so proud of you and I'm proud of us, the world, the nation, the humanity. I'm so proud.
Yeah. Well, thank you. And thank you for showing love for the 2021 inauguration. So, we are going to move on to the next hot topic. So, again, you have an amazing podcast, and I was honored to be a guest on your podcast. And it's so cool how favors are returned because I was up at 4 o'clock a.m. for your show when I had to take a nap and set my alarm, and I was so nervous I was going to be late. But I woke up at 3 a.m. ish for you, and you returned the favor and woke up at 2 a.m. So let's talk a little bit about fearless and successful. But in particular, I want to know what made you start your podcast of fearless and successful.
Yeah, cool. So I think that, as I mentioned, for me, it was like when I was um, a kid. For me, like always speaking up and having not the platform, but having someone who will listen to me because I had so much to say. First, my teachers were always telling me that I can't speak because I couldn't speak the language properly because we spoke another language at home. And there was always like some, not the fear, but always I felt, I'm going to miss out because my voice is taken away. And it's probably like something that I was not aware until this point when I did a lot of like personal development work and all this stuff. And when that came up, and I was like, saying, what does that actually mean? That I was always in the fear that my voice is taken away. And at one point, when I was listening to one podcast, and I still to this day, it was 4 years ago, I got like, what? You can actually get educated and listen something while you're cooking? And I was like, wow, this is pretty good because I'm all about, learning. I'm a lifelong student. And the fact that I can do two things at a time blew my mind. I'm not a fan of multitasking because multitasking is not healthy for our brain. It's actually destroying our brain and cognitive. What is the word? You can think properly and you can be focused if you are multitasking. But the fact that I could listen to something that is meaningful and I can learn and also cook without like really affecting my brain negatively, that was like, wow. And I had this nudge. I said, you know what? I want to have a platform like that where I bring people on who have like these amazing stories. They are fearless and they are doing their thing and they are empowering and really, really impacting the world. I want to have a platform when we have these conversations. And I said, podcast, that's going to be my platform.
Yeah.
And the fact that when I started my podcast, I do not kid you, you guys, I did my first show in my closet.
It was quiet, I bet.
Yes. So I had this scheduled and I said, I need to do it this day. But it was like, ah, my goodness, my kids are still awake, you know. But I said, you know, I'm going to do this. And I did record it in my closet. And it felt like I can do this anywhere. This is like such a freedom. Like I can do this in my PJs. I can do this in my closet. Um, you know, and it felt, this is life on my own terms.
Yeah.
I can play however I want. And that gave me that, you know, I'm being fearless. It also means that you are completely free of judgment, of pain, of stress. And that's what Fearless Podcast actually gave me. You know, I'm free. I'm me.
I love it. And so, of all of the words you could have chose, tell us, why did you choose fearless and successful?
Mm-hmm. So when I started my page, that was when I started to actually my coaching and everything. Back in 2017, that it was at the end of the 2017. I was thinking like, so what is the intention? Where am I going with this business? And I said, you know what? The motto for my business and the drive will be to dream big, to plan for success, and to impact the world. And I was thinking, so who does that? Like, who are my dreamers? Who are my hustlers? You know, who are really like change makers? Who do they need to be? And Fearless came up. Fearless came up, and I said, you know, these people, and it doesn't mean that you don't fear, that you're not afraid, but you're taking the leap anyway. You trust that, you know, everything will turn, everything will appear in favor of everyone. Fearless people are people who, you know, they are selfless, but they are also like so passionate about other people. So fearless, yeah, my dreamers and hustlers are fearless, and successful is just because, you know, I am a success coach and we work a lot with mindset and all this good stuff. So it's success means different to everyone. So I guess that success is really just a word that represents everyone. Everyone has their version of success.
I love it. Like, it's not complicated.
No.
And, you know, it's like fearless. And one more thing I love, and you said this twice, impacting the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about that. And I love that, because to me, the thought and belief that one person is capable of impacting the world is major. It's a mindset
Mm-hmm.
shift to know that one person can truly impact the world,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's in a small way or a big way. Tell us what you mean when you say impacting the world.
So when you say like impact, one person can impact the world, I consider myself as someone who life happens through me. You know, where I'm just, you know, someone who gives voice to voiceless, or, you know, I give a platform where someone can be seen or heard. And I'm also the person who, it's not because of me, but it's also, if I can give you a little nugget, so I can empower you, you're going to go in your turn, empower someone else. And I consider myself as a medium, like, you know, it's happening through me. And impact, when I when I set up my mission, when I started my business, it was like, you know, I want to impact 10,000 women. And that felt so huge. That felt like, what? Me, like little girl from Ljubljana, Slovenia. I'm born in Slovenia. Who am I to impact 10,000 people? Like, never in a million. Never in a million would I thought, like in 3 years, not in 3 years, but just alone in 2020, I myself impacted more than 100,000 of people through the platform that I serve. And it's just crazy how much, when you set a goal and you stretch yourself and you are diligent and you're doing the thing and you're really, really kind of not obsessed, but you're inspired by your own mission. And that's what keeps me, that if you ask me, like, why did you wake up at 3 a.m.? It's because of that.
Wow. I love it, Dee. Like, I love it. Like, how did this woman from Hearst Town have the boldness, the fearless nature to say, I can impact the world? And because of diligence and because of a commitment and passion, you've exceeded your goal, and you connected with me in the United States, and now you're impacting even more people. And in particular, Elaine says she loves your confidence. You are very inspirational. So to your point, tonight, you are impacting even more people that you would have never came across, right?
Thank you, Elaine. Bless you. Thank you so much. That means the world.
That's awesome. And I love something else that you say, and I think this is a great message for people, whether they're listening now or listening later, that one person can make a difference.
100%. Never, like, that's one human, one soul, one spirit. Like, never underestimate the power of one human. Never. Because, I remember when I had when I launched my first program, and this is so funny, because it was a group program, and I'm not going to go into the details, but at the end, I enrolled and I sold just one spot, and my coach said to me, "That's not just one spot." I said, "But one person is not a group." And she said, "No, but that's what that one person will be. One becomes two, two becomes four, four becomes eight. That one person will make a difference." And she held it. She did a difference, a huge difference, because she was kind of she kept reminding me why I started this. And, just that little seed of belief kept you moving forward, even if at that point made it like, that's a failure. I'm a fraud. Who am I kidding? I can't do this. But she was the one who actually planted that seed. You can. I am here. I see you. I believe in you. Funny. And one person. You don't need to have like 10,000s of people to believe in you. Just that one person.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And believing in ourselves, right?
Yeah. In moments like this, like when you don't, yeah, I don't believe in myself, but there's always someone, it has to be someone in your life that will support you and will believe in you. So I'm sure that, and I want to give you an action, you people, out there listening and watching this. Just think of a person who would relentlessly and unconditionally believe in you. Think of that person, so you always you go, even if I don't believe in myself, who is that person who will always say, you got this? Not just cheerleading you, but also stretching you and really saying, you know what, no matter what happens, I am here for you. So write this down. Like, let this person be your anchor when, when things don't look so nice.
That's beautiful. And I want to give a shout out because I have somebody on that's watching right now, Lanita. Shout out, Lanita. She's been that person for me with Speak That Movement, and it's really been a blessing. So always nice to have folks that believe in your dreams and your vision and who's there supporting and rocking with you.
Oh, I lost the voice.
Nope, we have you. Can you hear me? Oh, it's okay. We're international. We're dealing with technology. If you need to, we'll let her come back up. It's all good. So we're gonna let her get back on again technology, but we're not worried about technology. So for everybody that's tuning in, we're just getting started. So good time to tune in with our international speaker, Miss Dijana, representing Sweden. She has talked to us about her podcast, Fearless and Successful, and just how even in the United States of America, things that are happening here, it's impacting people not only in Sweden, but all over the world. So she also talked to us about how one person can make a difference. And I just thought that was really, really, really impactful. So I hope that if you're just now tuning in, you'll catch it from the beginning. And if you are listening right now, I hope you're getting something from today's episode. So, Miss Dijana, how you feeling? Can you hear me?
No.
It's okay. We'll work it out. We will.
Now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I am back. Girl, just a reminder, don't put me on the spotlight.
It's okay. It is okay. You know what? I was not worried. I was not concerned because sometimes things like that happen when things are about to get really, really good. Okay?
Yes, 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 yes.
We keep it moving. I knew you would come on back, and that just gave me an opportunity to have a little intermission and brag about you and what we've already talked about.
You're amazing.
So let's keep going with part two. How about that? Good timing.
Let's
So
go.
let's talk about something else. And you mentioned a little bit of this, but I want us to dig a little deeper. I want to talk about faith over fear. So again, you have a podcast. It's awesome. And you're connecting women, and not only women, but you're connecting people in multiple countries, and you're one person making a difference, and you're a coach. You know, as a coach, you inspire people, you support people, you motivate people, you believe in people. So let's talk about faith over fear. How do
Hmm.
you address fear with your clients and with people who are listening in on your show?
This is so good because I always talk about, love and fear. They can't coexist, right? If they're like two poles, two opposite things. If you always operate from place of love, where you connect with your soul, with your purpose, and you're always thinking, so how can I give more love to myself and to someone else? Fear will not have the chance to stand. And that's fate. That's fate. You are always thinking about not just yourself, but also for other people. I loved when you did, I'm not religious person, when you did a prayer and how you actually thought about me, and you pray for me. And it's always like that beautiful thing, I am a loving person. You can't love yourself if you can't love another person if you don't love yourself. And it came through so beautiful in such a profound way, where I felt the love, I felt your love. And if even if it's like a moment where you feel, you know what, I'm afraid, I'm afraid of failure, I'm afraid of success, even I'm afraid of judgment. If you just think about what does that actually mean, and if you connect with your heart, with your soul, and you say, you know what, let's just pause here for a while and say, what does mean, what would loving person towards themselves do? What would loving person think? They wouldn't think that they are being judged, because that's like, that's self-destructive. Thinking that someone judges you, thinking that, there are people who would harm you, that's, that's fear-based. And when you are fear-based, you it's a mindset thing, but always try to think about how I can be more loving towards myself. And I will, yeah, self-love. Yes, Lenita. Yes. loving yourself is the best gift that you can give to the world.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So what about the people who are like, I don't know how to self-love. I've been
Mhm.
through so much in life. Love doesn't exist in someone's mind. What would you tell that person?
So I think that, when I said who am I, like, and really being, I'm a mom of three girls and I give my love to them. Um, and that's because I want to leave a legacy where they will be, little people and big people who will inspire others in a nice and kind and loving way. I should probably mention that that comes from a place where I accepted me as I am.
Yeah.
I am so imperfect. I have so many mistakes in my life, but you know what? I accept them because they made me who I am today. If you say I'm inspirational, it's not because I was flawless, it's because I did mistakes. It's because I overcome some adversities. It's because I was on that rock bottom, but I picked myself up. And I accept that by loving myself, by accepting the fact that I had hard times. I acknowledge those hard times. And I say, you know what? These hard times made me who I am. I love the people who support me, who love me, who challenge me, who cheerlead on me. But I love people who also, judged me, who hated me, who said something because they made me realize something. No one in this world is not meant to be treated bad or however. I'm going to be better because of these people.
That's good.
I'm going to be loving. If you can't give love, I'm going to give you love back because you need and you deserve love.
That's good. I like that a lot. It's almost like, you know, love your haters.
Yeah, yeah.
Make you strong.
Forgive them. Yeah, forgive them, thank them. We can do better. Love can conquer everything. That sounds like a Disney quote.
Right? It works though, right? Sometimes we have to go back to the basics, the things that we learned as little girls, because it makes sense when you're an adult.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think it's also like give our kids, that and next generation to give that sense of, I hear my girl, she's a teenager, and she would say like, I hate this teacher. I say, can you flip this and can you switch that language and say, I don't like them because they said this. You can't hate someone. And she's always like, and I see how she rephrased that, when she wants to say hate, she catch herself and she say, I don't like this. And how we adults, we need to think about our language, how we speak, how we, not just to ourselves, but how we actually, which words we are picking. Choose love over everything. I know that sometimes it feels like, nobody gets me, no one trusts me, no one loves me. But start with you loving yourself. And here's an action step for you guys. Write down 3 things that you're proud of yourself. That's going to lift you up because I can bet my last coin that there are things that you can be proud of yourself.
That's good. I like that.
Put them in a comment. I want to see what are you proud of.
I
3
love
things.
it. So write down 3 things that you are proud of. And you know what? I'm going to think about that. I'm going to answer that question while
Do
I'm
that.
waiting on other people to chime in, whether it's later on or right now. Because I love that you brought this up and I love your action items because oftentimes in life we need to pause. Like I say that so much. Sometimes we have to pause and be still because we have to just dissect and digest and internalize and be still to reflect. So if I were to think about three things that I'm proud of, I'm going to say I am proud of my consistency. I am proud that for 39 weeks, I made a commitment to bring people together from now all over the world so that this young girl representing Kankakee, Illinois, south of Chicago, Illinois, in the United States of America, can make a difference in the world. I'm proud of that. Two, I'm proud of my relationships. I'm proud that I can be open to meeting someone like you who you don't look like me. You know, we have similarities and we have differences, but we can just connect because we see something internal, right? And third, I would say I'm proud of being a Black woman in America. Even though, you know, African Americans and Blacks have dealt with so much over the years, I'm still so proud that I'm a Black woman, unapologetic, bold, living my best life and trying to help others live theirs. So that's my three.
This is so beautiful. And yes, girl, this is so beautiful.
Well, thank you. So Elaine, she's proud. Love on myself. Fear doesn't stand a chance. Lanita's three are being an open and continuous learner. And she's also proud of her faith. And she's also proud. Her third one is her family. So, and
Beautiful.
then Karen is a graduate ISU Silver Life member of the NAACP, 39 weeks watching this. So thank you, Karen, for just all of your support. Wow.
And I want to say, you know, guys, you writing down this, you are making an impact because you took an action and sharing and declaring what are you proud of, and that's going to inspire someone else. So I want to congratulate and I really want to say thank you, people, for sharing what you are proud of, because sometimes it feels hard to praise on yourself. Yeah. But we all are deserving of love.
That's it. So nicely put. Wow, this has really been really good. It's peaceful. It feels therapeutic talking to you. I think I'm gonna wake you up at 3 a.m. like every Thursday. Okay, like I think I need you in my life. I love your accent, your voice. You know,
you don't want to have me on your show at 8 p.m. my time, because then I'm in my zone and I rock the house.
I'm being selfish. It's not for everybody else. It's me. I'm gonna call you at 3 o'clock a.m. and say, "Hey, D, what do I need to write down today?"
Yes, and you have the answer in you.
That's right. That's right. Well, Miss D, we are approaching the end of our show. It has been a really great conversation. Shout out to everybody out there for the interaction, the people that are on my personal page, the people that are on your personal page. Hello, everybody in Sweden. So we're going to go to the next round of Speak That Talks, which I always like to say is my favorite part of the show. So this is the Speak That Movement Speed Round. This is the part of the show where I ask every single guest to share their thoughts on the 4 pillars of Speak That Movement. The 4 pillars of Speak That Movement are dream it, believe it, speak it, and walk it. So, one by one, I am going to ask you for the speed round in as few words as possible to share your thoughts, to empower the Speak That Talks audience, to inspire, to equip, to motivate and encourage this audience with your wonderful, well-articulated, and graceful words. So we're going to start with Speak That Movement, pillar number 1, which is dream it. So tell us, Miss Dijana, what are your thoughts on dream it?
if you like, your dreams needs to be so big. When you're thinking about your dreams, they need to be so big that they scare you a little bit. So yeah, that's dream it.
I love it. And I love that too. That's been one of my things for 2021. Dream bigger, dream so big that they scare you.
Yes.
Speak that movement pillar number 2. Believe it.
Yeah, we talk a little bit about that. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself because even, yeah, believe in yourself because that belief will always give you the wings to persevere.
That's good. That's good. Speak that movement pillar number 3. Speak it.
We did that. When you declare it, you own it. And, and also what you write, you invite. So not just speaking, but also writing, there is no much to say about that, but really, like, when you write it down, when you declare it, everything will manifest because you put your mind into the words.
Yeah, that's it. That's good. So last, but certainly not least, and I'm going to try this again. I'm going to step away. I'm going to offer the Speak That Talks platform to you in Sweden, because I want you to take the platform, treat it as if it was your own podcast, and I want you to take a little bit more time to encourage us, empower us, and inspire us to walk it. Take it away.
So whenever you have a dream, whether that's a big or small dream, and you have to believe in yourself and you have to like really speak it up, you know, the thing that will really matter is the action that you take. Because we know that knowledge is power, but it's powerless if you don't actually implement, if you don't take action on the things that you put into your minds. And that can be like small action, big action, whatever. But try to be consistent. We heard T to saying, "I am consistent," and she's proud of that consistency. Be consistent with your actions because small and small and small adds up to big things. They're a compound of small things. So be consistent with your action. Always think about your big dreams, and it's gonna happen with that consistency.
Beautiful. There you have it. Our international guest speaker, Miss Dijana. Thank everybody. Please give her a virtual round of applause, virtual pumps, and everything else you could think of, because this was really a good, pleasant show. And I just want to pull up some of the comments. I see your comment out there, Elaine. What you write, you invite. Yes, that is real. And Lanita, sounds like you agree. You said declare it and write it down. What a powerful time and opportunity. Dijana was amazing. And I just want us to, again, virtually thank her. Awesome guest. And I would love for you all to follow her and support her. Her website, you see it right there. You can follow her and make sure you support this wonderful guest. And I'm going to bring her back up so she can close out with some final words.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun. And, regardless of the fact that it's really early in the morning, I want to close this talk, which was therapeutic to me as well. I just want to say, in a world where we feel that we are disconnected, that we are, alone, we are more connected than ever, you guys. Having platforms like Speak That Movement, or any other platform where you can connect with like-minded people, gives you the chance to be connected. Don't be afraid to reach out to someone and say, you know what, I want to connect with you. Be the light, be the movement, be fearless. If you feel that you have someone that you can connect and you share similar values, don't be afraid, never be afraid to connect with that person. Never be afraid to speak and to say what you think, because that's gonna, even if at the moment feels like, who am I to speak about that? Who am I to, play this role? Who are you not to
Yes.
play this role?
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Thank you, sister.
Connection. We are connected. We are oneness. We might be different. We look different. We speak different, but we are one.
We
We
are.
are one.
We are. I love that. We are one. And tell everybody, how can they stay connected with you? I mentioned your website. You want to talk a little bit more about that, or let people know how can they connect with you?
Yeah, perfect. Well, if this little girl inspired I would love for you to connect with me on Instagram. I am always the most raw and real there. I'm real, but you can catch me climbing a tree behind the scenes with my girls on the Instagram, where I go live, or I share reels. I dance. I love to dance. Where are my dancers in the house? So yeah, Instagram is the best platform to connect with me. Send me a DM. You're gonna get a voice message back. Tell me I watched your Speak That talk with T, and I'm gonna send you a nice voice message back. So let's connect there.
So, what's your Instagram name?
It's my name and last name, Dijana Llugolli. That's my handle.
That's it. There you have it. She's open to connecting. She believes, and I agree that we are one. And also, I'm going to pull up this site again. Tell us a little bit more about this.
So the book, Tricolor Butterfly, it's my memoir, which was selfishly written for me, to explore myself, to love myself, to see who I am. And it was a journey. It was a really healing moment. So you guys, even if you think I don't have a book in me, we all have something to say. We all have a book in us. So when I started my process of writing a book, it was really like, I want to know who I am, my dark side, my light side. We all have the shadow and light. And when I went through the process, and I was sharing with my communities, and they said, Dee, you have to publish this.
Mm.
This is going to inspire so many people. And why I gave it a name, Tricolor Butterfly. Tricolor because I have three girls. They're my everything. And also because I talk from the three different areas of my life, as a mom, as a entrepreneur, and as a global citizen. I consider myself a global citizen. I don't see boundaries. I don't see borders. I see one world, where we are truly one person at a time. We are impacting this world to be a better place. So that's like three perspectives of me. I speak, as I mentioned, I speak 7 languages. We in the house, my husband is from Albania, from Kosovo. He's Albanian. I'm from Slovenia. My parents are from Bosnia, and yet we live in Sweden, in this country that is so beautiful. And we really have a privilege to be multicultural.
Mhm.
And butterfly represents transformation. We know that. So going through the pain, don't be afraid to go through some growth pain. I call it. Don't be afraid to go through that cocoon mode to be magnificent butterfly.
Yes,
Embrace yourself.
beautiful. What a perfect title, and thank you for breaking that down. You are a butterfly. You really are. I love that title. I love
We
it.
are butterflies. We are butterflies. We are all are.
We are. And I love how you mentioned we all go through different phases and different stages in life, and we can't take any of those stages for granted. Thank you, Miss Deanna. Shout out to you, Michelle. I see you out there tuning in from Illinois, from Texas as well. So, Miss Deanna, thank you so much for blessing this platform. You truly, truly were a breath of fresh air. This this evening for us, this morning for you. But anybody, whether you're watching in the evening, morning, afternoon, or night, no matter where you are in the world, just if you don't take anything else from today's show, remember to be fearless.
Yeah.
Remember that your voice matters. Remember to dream so big that it scares you. And also, as Dijana reminded us, be kind. Be kind to
Hmm.
one another, and be kind and love yourself as well.
Yeah. Have grace. And I want to, if I may, today is also, it's 29th. We are already in Friday here in Sweden, and today my little girl celebrates 5. And I would love for you guys to, she's my miracle baby, so I would love for you guys to just put a little heart for my little baby in the chat. She's celebrating birthday. Zara, I love you so much. Mwah. Happy birthday, my girl.
Happy birthday. How about this? You can tell all of your friends that you just got a special happy birthday from the United States of America. You are worldwide, my sister. Continue to dream big because you can be as amazing as our Vice President in the United States of America. Don't you let anything stop you. You have everything within you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks.
You. Will you take care? Be blessed. And I hope to see you again soon on Speak That Talks.
For sure. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Wow. That really felt good. I'm so blessed that in the midst of obviously a pandemic and everything that we're going through in the world, I do believe that this has still been a season where people are connecting. I believe that walls and ceilings are just being shattered, and we are really uniting as one. And what Dijana said. So I thank each and every one of you for tuning in today. Again, it was really a special show. So thank you so much, Dijana. So again, guys, thank you for tuning in for the 39th week. I hope that you all can tune in next week. Next week, we are going to kick off Black History Month. So I'm so excited about next week's guest because we are going to just bring in a new guest every week during the entire Black History Month. So every Thursday, beginning February 4th. So make sure you stay tuned. Check out the Speak That Movement page where you can learn more. Also, the Speak That Movement page on Facebook. YouTube is where you can catch us and watch us live. And you can go to the website, which is speakthatmovement.com, to learn about events. And also, if you were blessed and you just want to support this effort and all the things that we're going to be doing, check out the website, which is speakthatmovement.com. And I always have to shout out because I'm always just really proud about this. But if you do not have your Speak That Movement calendar already, make sure you get it. Thank you to everybody that has already purchased your calendars. 100% of proceeds from this calendar will go towards Speak That Movement's effort. So the calendar is created to give you 365 days and 12 months of empowerment, inspiration, motivation, encouragement. We will make it through 2021, just like we made it through 2020 when some of us didn't even think we would. So thank you again for everybody that supported that. And as always, thank you so much for your support of Speak That Movement, Speak That Talks, and Tiara PR Network. May God bless you and may God protect you. Thank you so much, everybody. And I look forward to catching you all next week. Be blessed.